to the players, it's easy to get a sense of how much they've been looking forward to this event. They are fired up. Not the best.
I can tell you didn't like it very much.
You know what? He did a nice little dipsy-do there. He threw it, got it, self-toss, retrieval, and then he had a little hitch here, a little double clutch, took it to the... Oh, that's nasty now that I look at it in slow-mo. But he took it to the side, and then he went over top. So that, that on first look, I see you still groaning and moaning.
Yeah, we've seen that.
Yeah, we have, but that was creative.
It was okay, yeah.
It was okay, yeah.
We're talking about the creme de la creme.
Yeah. He wouldn't make that good.
So it'll be Anthony Edwards here. Second up, looking to make some noise with his first dunk of the night. And so here's Green now. Coming up third. Let's see what he's got.
Here he comes.
Quicker than the eye.
Now that's what I'm looking for.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, switch his hands.
Did he switch hands on that one?
Yes, he did. Look,
started with the left, palmed it, cupped it.
That was pretty good. You start putting that transfer from one hand to the other.
Oh, man, that's nasty.
All right, that's part one. Now you got to make that look with
right,
flair.
right.
Plenty of flair on that.
Right.
You get up, and here we go with Fred. Fourth on the list. Let's see what he can do. What he's got going on here, Clark? Oh, my gosh.
No.
Morant's got it close. So we'll see John Morant. And we're... That's good. Hold on to that rim. Holds it up there a little bit.
Yeah, but that takes away when you grab onto the goal.
Yeah, that's kind of cheating.
Yeah. All right, okay, all right. I bite. So it'll be Anthony Edwards here. Okay. And I think, we just saw this one, right?
You think?
Yeah.
We did indeed, Kevin. There's no thinking to it. That's for sure. We did see it already.
Right. I mean, show us something.
And so here's Green now. Boy.
Around the legs, Kevin.
Oh, and a strong finish.
Starts with the left, takes it around into the...
And here we go with Fred. All right, Clark, he's up for his second dunk right here.
And, Kevin, I think he needs something really strong and good this time around. That first one was not memorable.
No, what was it? His best? But we all know with his athletic ability, he can go to a whole nother level.
The toss was off.
Morant's got a very... So, we'll see John Morant. Well, he's the leader here as he gets set for this final dunk.
Well, let's see if he can finish strong because he's in great position. Going after it here, Kevin.
He is. Where'd that come from? Where did you get that?
You go through the legs or around the back there?
Through the legs.
Yeah, it's through the legs, spinning away.
So it'll be Anthony Edwards here. And here he comes with another one. Oh, man.
He goes through a ball here.
Sure, look at that. Oh, he did a moonwalk. Yeah, he moonwalked. And so here's Green now. And the... Get the ball out. Watch. Look at that.
Yeah, he jumped over his head, took it from, and then went through.
And here we go with Prez. Last up, final dunk of the night. And the moment has come to claim the trophy. The voting is in. And a well-deserved win for this year's dunk contest champion, Ja Morant.
Man, oh man, did he ever wreck the place. I don't know how he was able to pull off some of those dunks.
Me either, Clark. I mean, there aren't many guys on the planet with that kind of ability.
My baby, my Valentine. Can I hit the making with temperature days? If you leave me, I'm good. I swear, you are like the oxygen I need.
That. His hairness with the jam. I think that just the thought of trying to provide that game atmosphere for the players of today has really gotten me, again, myself, amped up to do a good job for them. The Detroit Pistons. You know, the bad boys, they beat us in '89, and following year, the Bulls came back in the finals, and they beat the Pistons in 4, and Detroit walked off before the game was even over. So, that was an iconic moment.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have.
It's a completely new group for the East All-Stars. Leonard, he's checked in for the West. Booker comes in for Stephen Curry.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
On the floor for the West All-Stars, we've got Devin Booker. Jokic is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Leonard in at the small forward.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
Looking at who's out there now for the West. Valanciunas comes in for Jokic, and it's Green in for James. Here's Prez, and finish off by Prez.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Stolen by Harden. Inside, Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. And the East leads by 13. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the East All-Stars.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Edwards has come in for the West. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Chauncey Billups. Dave, what do you have to say?
Now he understands the entertainment aspect of this game. He knows the fans want to show, but you can still detect some seriousness in this voice. He wants to win this game, probably a little bit more than he's willing to let on. Guys?
Thank you, David. The pass to Valanciunas, and the dunk by Valanciunas.
And how about that find by Leonard to a wide-open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps.
Here's Prez. The East All-Stars check on 2 more.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Leonard, the pass to Green. Up top, Edwards. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
Butler finds Prez. Puts it up from 7. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Here's Leonard. It's tipped. Out with it. Leonard picks him up. Butler up top. Pushing it up. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside. Getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Prez. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
The East All-Stars shooting their first free throws of the game. Both free throws good from Prez. The West trails by 15. To the inside. Valanciunas.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Good ball movement here by the East. Here's Prez. And another miss by the East.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And it's easy to admire Green. His ability to work through contact is one of the reasons he's so valuable.
Prez with the bucket.
Oh, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
And so Booker will bring it up for the West All-Stars. It's a 13-point game. And Valanciunas kicks to Edwards. 1:27 left to play in the first. Pass to Booker. Clock at 6. The West All-Stars need to get a shot off here. Offensive rebound. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Prez with the bucket. Prez has got 14 points.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Got a piece of it. The West trails by 15. Here's Booker. And the layup's good off the glass.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And when you're trailing like this, just focus on one possession at a time. Keep hitting singles.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Leonard dishes to Booker. Over Young. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here's Prez. Can't hit from 12. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. East All-Stars up on top, up by 50. Back with you again on the most entertaining night on the NBA calendar. 1 quarter down and 3 to play in the All-Star game.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
On the floor for the West All-Stars, Ja Morant, he's out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's LeBron in the 3 spot.
A little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Prez. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. Prez with the bucket. Prez has got 4 points this quarter.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Valanciunas with the ball, and Young picks him up defensively. Morant makes it off the glass.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Prez with the bucket.
Well, he's definitely got a shoot-first mindset right now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, and that's not always endearing to your teammates, if you ask me. I mean, this is a game where everybody wants a piece of that spotlight. It shouldn't just be about him.
The 3 from Morant. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And they pick up 2. 24 points for Prez.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Jokic with the bucket.
Well, I tell you what, Curry is such a tremendous perimeter shooter, and I think his ability to set up teammates and his unselfishness are often underrated.
Prez with the ball. Valanciunas is there, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for 1 more at the line.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Valanciunas.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Drains the 3-pointer. Curry's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
Prez. And that one drops. Prez has got 28.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Some nice passing here by the West. Here's Embiid. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
Hey, good luck trying to move Embiid off the block. If Joel has position, there's not much anybody can do to stop him.
Now here's Prez. Tight defense on him. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. Prez with the bucket. Prez has got 30 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
James wide open. No good with the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Prez with the ball. Embiid's there. Here's Prez. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league. And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And so Morant will bring it up for the West. LeBron passes to Jokic. Curry against Levine. Embiid inside the line. And there's the call on James. And so it's the East. In complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
And it's time to strap in as we get set to...
Substitution
with some changes. Prez comes in for Bam Adebayo. And Durant subbed in for Tatum. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. They've got Antetokounmpo. Chris Paul is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Durant. And it's Prez in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. The West again cannot hit.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And LaVine with the slam.
Are we seeing some high-flying efforts tonight or what?
Are we ever? I mean, they're doing some major damage to those rims.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And a drive like that one can be a knockout punch. Great finish at this juncture.
Here's Prez. Lays it up and banks it in. Prez has got 34. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
They're very effective, but also at the defensive end, how about the way they've been able to deny shot opportunities? Just tearing the opposition up in terms of denials.
And Embiid drops them both.
You know, there aren't a lot of centers in the league, true centers, who are in the MVP discussion on a yearly basis. Embiid is one of those proud few.
LaVine passes to Prez. That's good, and it's LaVine with the assist. That's 36 points for Prez.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Embiid. Rebound by the East All-Stars. Giannis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the middle. Here's KD. Count the basket. Durant's got 11.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start to the half. They've hit every single shot since the break.
James outside. And he slams it down right on top of Kevin Durant.
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
LaVine against Curry. Out to the right wing. Jokic kicks to Morant. Over Prez. Offensive rebound. And the dunk by Embiid.
Watch out now. The process is at work.
The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting...
The assist from CP.
Yeah, I'd have to say that that's... level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
Jokic passes to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
Boy, the passing ability of Jokic is really something. I mean, he's proven to be quite the capable playmaker.
Prez with the ball. Embiid's there. The East All-Star. Just check on two more.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Pass to Curry. Down low, Jokic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Giannis.
It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Two shots.
Too big, too skilled.
You know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
On the court for the West All-Stars, Devin Booker out there with John Morant. Then there's Draymond Green. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Edwards in at the three. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 5 assists tonight. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Van Vliet finds Prez. 9 feet out. Uses the glass to drop it in. Prez has got 42 in the game.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this win. And I love the physicality Draymond puts behind this drive. You get in his way at your own risk.
Here's Prez. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Number 23.
And player nicknames are a fun part of covering the game. Now, a lot of guys, GA, are just going with their initials, like KD or AD or KG. Do we need more creativity?
I don't know, Kevin. Maybe the league could give guys a cash bonus for picking a nickname. Initials excluded. That might spark some creativity.
Takes it from 10. No good from Valanciunas. Now here's Prez, guarded by Green. Prez kicks to Van Vliet. Outside, Levine. At the elbow, Prez. And that comes off the assist by Levine. Levine's got 3 assists in the game. And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. James, the pass to Morant. And here's Edwards, guarded by Levine. Misses the 3.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Basket is good. Get a chance for one more at the line. So we'll see Zach LaVine go to the line here. And it goes on Draymond Green. The West making some changes. Ingram, he's checked in for LeBron. And Simmons subbed in for Morant.
An all-star caliber talent now in the league. LaVine has shown a real fire and hunger to continue to improve.
Here's Green. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Outside for Simmons. He feeds it to Valanciunas, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Oh, costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to Valanciunas, and it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Good awareness by Simmons. He's so good at reading the defense and finding the shooter and setting him up perfectly.
Levine passes to Tatum. Levine kicks to Prez. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That'll be his second foul of the game. And with the internet and social media, players Clark have so much more ability to engage with the public and be heard. Is that important?
Kevin, anytime you can empower folks to share their voice, their stories, and be authentic in their own way, I think that's a positive. Player empowerment is something that social media avails, not only to players, but I think to everybody. It doesn't just bring attention to the game, but also causes and commitments players have to their respective communities and issues that are going on in the world. So I think it can be far more good than bad when you think about the platform and social media.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Here's Prez. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Gets on Jonas Valanciunas. And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Prez. Now here's Simmons. Outside Edwards. Back to Simmons. And they double up Simmons. And here's Edwards from the arc. That's no good. That miss makes him 5 for 11 from the field. Here's Prez. And he banks in the layup. Prez has got 55.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Edwards can't hit. And here is the East now. They're on an 18-6 run. Now Prez to the middle. Here's Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Jason Tatum has so many different ways he can score, showing us a little solo spurt ability right there.
And Simmons kicks to Ingram. Simmons looking it over. Pass to Green. Shot clock at 5. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
And it's good. 2 points. Prez has got 57 points. Here's Simmons. Outside Edwards. Back to Simmons. Edwards against Tatum. Stolen by Van Vliet. And here is Prez. Green with the rebound. Green's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Simmons. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. 2 shots. It goes on Jason Tatum.
It's called being a master of your craft from Simmons. I mean, fooled the entire defense in the paint there.
George is checked in for the East. And Clark, Commissioner Silver noted recently as the league moves to a more selective viewing experience. Load management could hurt revenues even further.
Yeah, you know, when more fans... can pay to watch individual games. It's a bit of an a la carte system. I think you need that star power every night. And even beyond that, Kevin, I think players, all players, but particularly the star players, have a responsibility to try to show up for work every single night. And that really should be the mindset. I think it goes beyond revenue. I think it's just a matter of principle. You have a job. You should be looking to perform every time you have the opportunity. I understand rest, but I think rest should probably be confined to practice, not the game.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
Now here's Prez, guarded by Valanciunas. Right side, Butler. Shot clock at 6. And there's Prez on the assist by Butler. 61 points for Prez.
Boy, the leadership, the unselfishness from Butler, you can count on him to share it.
Ingram outside. He kicks to Green. Some nice passing here by the West. Valanciunas, good.
And I like the decision-making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
Prez with the ball. Valanciunas is there. Prez, no good. And so Green will bring it up for the West. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
And now that's what these people came to see, just punishing the rim.
Boy, that was tremendous. That one will be worth some points in the dunk contest.
Prez with the ball. Great D that time from Green.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And the foul called on Prez. That is his first foul of the game. Giannis, he's checked in for the East. Harden comes in for Zach LaVine. To the paint, here's Ingram, and slam dunk by Ingram.
Brandon Ingram, a big-time leaper who can dunk it down with power and with ease.
Harden kicks to George. Here's Prez. We're seeing a lot of pretty lively pregame dance routines from the players. You got any of that in your repertoire, say, before we begin a broadcast?
Oh, Kevin, I think pretty soon we should work out a few sequences, get ourselves fired up. You game?
No. Come on, Greg, I'm not sure about that, but you go ahead and do it. Green kicks to Simmons. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 5 assists tonight.
The quickness, the size, the speed of Simmons, captivating, especially when he's dribbling the rock.
Ingram against Harden. And there's the pass to Prez. Connects, the jumper drops. 63 points for Prez.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Simmons with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. Now here's Simmons. It's Edwards on the wing. They get the rebound. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
Van Vliet finds Prez. And here's George. And it's George finishing it off.
And he just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
Ingram passes to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Outstanding decision-making by Ingram there, working it to the open man. Really good possession.
Harden against Ingram. Here's Prez. Offline with his 3. George against Edwards. Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide-open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Puts it up from 12. Prez, no good. The West All-Stars with the ball. Inside. Edwards can't hit. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. And even with the ratings going strong, the younger generations often shortcut them. How does the NBA engage that audience?
Kevin, I think making game action trend on social media and when big moments happen for maybe a small fee, allow people to be a part of it. It's like highlights, but live.
Back to Simmons. And Valanciunas now atop the key. Over Prez. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. To the inside. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Simmons. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Edwards with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. Edwards can't hit. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
And that one drops for him. 67 points for Prez.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
So it's the East All-Stars winning this one easily.
And guys, while the result and the bragging rights go to the East, this was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? Huh? So fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg.
Baby, my Valentine. Can I you to make you a temperature rise? If you leave me a good, I swear. You are like the oxygen I need to survive. I'll be honest. Loving the thought of me. I am so obsessed. I want to never did it. Make I see you love. Yeah, my love. Make a bad man.
I go spend. Talk all they want, I don't care what they say, cause your matter. Now in my con, they carry for my head every night. And you, I want it. No, don't tell me no. You can be my partner, never ride it solo, and we got lucky, no need to. I feel it, what you're doing, oh yeah, baby, gotta go. Yeah, body, they make I see you, and you where they got my fancy. Don't they do me, I keep panty, oh no. Why should I be early in the morning? Oh yeah, shake it, make it spend my money. Call me Mr. Bean, I go make you. Hey, give me, baby, make you give me. I go show you love and I go take you to my city. Don't need them make I look pity. You won't make us enjoy me before you go see me. Fine girl, you know your body bad. Same body back can make you for Ghana. Here dancing for me, baby, pan. Come and give me show.
left. Said that she came back, now she thought you got my real love. Girl, that was another test. Said you want no vibes, came back like I never left. Only do it if it feel natural, I can't force it. They say where you get that swag from, I bought this. If you ask me, then I'm number one, but that's my opinion. You can go check the stats yourself, just start sounding in it. Trying to compete with me in the same lane. Around the whole way, see if they maintain. Feeling like I'm on my knees, so fashion, yeah, fashion fanatic, yeah. To money, yeah, the money, yeah. Got so much on me, you would think I be. I guess that what happens, yeah. When you really got it, yeah. No, it's gonna be easy to me. I got a bankroll, doing what I say, so cause they on payroll. I got all purple on my shoes, I look like Saints Row. If I let you take my flick, you better catch my angle. Said it, want more vibes, came back like I never left. Said that she came back, now she thought you got my real love. Girl, that was another test. Said you want no vibes, came back like I never left. What you tryna talk about? It ain't about money. I don't hear no notifications out the bank calling. Got the keys, I can pick a door like the water. You can't even float it. What even what happened? I'm like a virgin in Paris, or that's embarrassing. Boy, my son carriage it. We having fun with it still. I can tell that you overthink. I can do it with my eyes closed. You can see that I'm barely blinking. Fashion, It's 11 o'clock on the dot. I'm on the block. Ain't no time for no sleep in the yawn.